Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and welcome to this live broadcast from Johannesburg. My name is Fahraaz Patel. We are coming to you from the Bosmont Masjid for the Johannesburg Iftar section, and this broadcast is brought to you by Emergivac Sharia, South Africa's only emergency medical takaful plan that will guarantee your in-hospital expenses at a private hospital for accident and illness emergencies. Anyone can download the Emergivac app and gain immediate free access to the Sharia collection, which includes the Qibla Finder, Masjid Finder, Salah Times, the Quran, Surahs, and Hadith. As I mentioned, we are coming to you from the beautiful community of Bosmont, and everyone knows the rich history of Islam that this community has. And let me start off with my first guest. I'd like to bring in the man who made it possible for us to be Imam Ansar. Imam, please come through. Ya Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and Jazakallah so much for hosting us today.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Really, it is our honor to have you here.
No, it's an absolute pleasure. You know, Imam, we came here just after Asr time, and we could see the memorization of the Quran, the dedication that the students have, the dedication that the ustads have. And that's something special, isn't it? Because Ramadan is about our holy book.
True. This is the month of the Quran, and we see that, alhamdulillah, we have different programs for the Quran and promoting the Quran in our community, but especially during the month of Ramadan, we put in that extra effort, and you'll see throughout the day, alhamdulillah, we have from our huffaz, we have from our students that are busy reciting the Quran, learning the Quran, memorizing the Quran, alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. And it's beautiful, isn't it? Because it allows the children to learn from the elders. And sometimes even the elders to learn, because, you know, we're never too young to learn. And that's something beautiful, isn't it? And the Quran allows for there to be more and more learning.
True. So what we've seen actually, when we started our Hifz class, then we saw that some of our elderly community members, musallis, they would come just to sit and just to listen to the youngsters reading, and they started learning. And in fact, in our Hafiz class now currently, we have some of our elders, 2-3 of our elders that are also memorizing the Quran whenever they do have time. And alhamdulillah, this is something that it's a learning experience for the entire community, alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. There's something special about this masjid, isn't there, Imam Ansar? What is it that when you enter, that warmth just enters a person's heart?
Subhanallah, for as long as I've been in this community, I've seen this from the eldest to the youngest. They have this warmth, and this is something that for me is the essence of Islam, that brotherhood. And yeah, alhamdulillah, we have that diversity. We are a mixed community where we have so many different people from different places, but alhamdulillah, they have that warmth, and they have that ukhuwa, that brotherhood, where they like, I've always found it to be so welcoming, and people that come always, like the visiting ulama especially, I tell them, you come here as our visitor, as our guest, we honor you as our guest, but when you leave here, subhanallah, you leave as our family, and you always have a home to come back to. Ya alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. Imam Ansar, what other activities occur during the month of Ramadan here at the Bosmont Masjid?
So at the masjid, alhamdulillah, our activities, we try to make it such where we have something for every part of our community. So we start in the mornings after Fajr Salah. We have a recitation of Surah Yasin for protection of not only the musallis, but for all our communities and for the ummah of the Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. We have our Salatul Tarawih, we have a daily nasiha, we have our huffaz that are here from our area that is leading us in Salah, and they are laying the foundation for our Hafiz classes. Then we have programs like our weekly nasiha, where we have on every Sunday after Dhuhr, because now it's the month of Ramadan, there's no Sunday lunch, so the community comes to the masjid, and we have a bit of nasiha. We have a question and answer session so we can learn from each other. And this year we've actually partnered with the Islamic Medical Association, so we have some of the doctors that come in to show us how we can benefit from the Ramadan and what we need to watch out for so that we can have the most from Ramadan. And then also, like, we have our i'tikaf program that will be running throughout from the last 10 nights. We have a full night, 27th night program where we have a dhikr and we have salah that we will be performing throughout the night. So these programs are all there. even our madrasa, they have special programs for our youth class, for our afternoon madrasa, for our hifz class. And then we have our mass iftar. So like in Cape Town, I'm originally from Cape Town. The 15th of Ramadan, they call it Buberant.
Yes,
And subhanallah, so now on Buberant, the 15th, then we have an iftar, an open air iftar, a bring and buka, where all the community comes together, inshallah. And we will be having iftar, we will be sharing meals with each other. And so we try to keep it as active as we can, and we try to cater for our entire community, inshallah.
Imam Ansar, don't go anywhere. Of course, you're going to be sitting here for the final dua, but let me bring in another member of the community. I'd like to bring in Uncle Faisal Saleh. Uncle Faisal, please come through. Uncle Faisal, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I just want to correct it. So you are the chairman of the managerial
Management Committee.
management committee. Uncle Faisal, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Jazakallah so much for hosting us here.
Well, Alhamdulillah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh to the viewers out there. It's an honor having you guys here and to experience what maybe Bosmont and other masjids within the community experience something like this. You know, this Ramadan always kicks off with our pre-Ramadan faith, and it's now a 2-day faith, and it goes with the slogan, "Where friends meet," and it's a time when people from one pre-Ramadan to the next Ramadan they meet, and Alhamdulillah, and so hulle kuier lekker, and that's where it kicks off. It kicks off with a dhikr program the Thursday before. This year we introduced a nasheed program where youngsters, Imam spoke about the hifz for boys. I don't know if you mentioned the girls. And here we have kids with talents, with nasheeds, qasidas, and Alhamdulillah that was introduced. And then we have the 2-day.
Mr. Maf, I have to stop you there because we have to pass over to Imam Ansar for the dua. But Jazakallah so much for hosting us. We really appreciate it. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah.
Okay, so we're going to give the mic now to Imam Ansar just to give the final dua before iftar.
Al-Fatiha. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين سيدنا ونبينا ومولانا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين اللهم إنا نسألك بأنك أنت الله لا إله إلا أنت الأحد الصمد الذي لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد اللهم تقبل منا صيامنا وقيامنا وركوعنا وسجودنا ودعاءنا برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين اللهم أعز الإسلام والمسلمين وأذل الشرك والمشركين ودمر اللهم أعداءك أعداء الدين وانصر عبادك الموحدين اللهم انصر إخواننا المجاهدين في غزة اللهم انصر إخواننا المجاهدين في فلسطين اللهم انصر إخواننا المجاهدين في كل مكان برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين
أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم.
Shukran so much for Sheikh Nuruddin for giving us that azan to set in for iftar. This has been a broadcast here from the Bosmont Masjid, and it's been brought to you by Emergive Sharia. Don't forget to go ahead and download the app for more features. From myself, Fahraaz Patel, our technical team, Brother Suleiman, and welcome. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It's back to you in studio.
Ramadan